right.
I was checking to see if you messaged me.
All right, well, hello, welcome everyone. We're gonna start with the Pledge of Allegiance. John should be along, so get all this fun done first. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Marlo Herrick, the chair,
Ben Nato.
and John will be along. Welcome, everyone. So, meeting rules and procedures. Hey, just put your hand up, say hello, whatever you wanna, when you wanna say something. Or wait for us to call on you if that's where we are. Announcements.
I don't have any announcement.
I do have one announcement.
Well, we didn't ask you.
I'm just letting everybody know the town office will be closed at noon on Friday because we'll be attending a service for Brenda. Just wanted everybody to know that we closed the office.
Okay,
I believe it's 3 o'clock is the.
yeah.
Is the service.
Yeah.
Our chicken barbecue will be the 18th of next month, and I'll get some tickets up. Ross usually keeps them here at the town hall and sells them for us. Is that still good with you
Yeah, that's
folks?
still good.
Yeah. Usually sells fast too.
Yeah.
They
Yeah.
do, I have to call them for more tickets all the time.
So, thank you.
Okay. Appointments,
We have no appointment.
all right. Old business,
We have no old business.
okay.
Get the agenda
Now-
with department heads on it,
No, I guess I didn't.
because we had to throw out that one because I forgot department heads again.
Well, department heads should be on, I guess.
Okay, well, yeah, okay, so let's do new business and then we'll bring up the
Okay.
department heads.
Okay, so, this is, I brought this up before from Marlo, it's the Dustin Road, they're upgrading the equipment on the tower. I've looked through the information, they're not gonna be changing anything with the height or the footprint on the tower, so it's just a standard, they're looking for permission to do their upgrade.
Okay. Good?
Okay,
Had they done
motion.
upgrades in the past? Have there
Yes.
been, yeah.
The last time they did an upgrade, I think for this tower was 3 or 4 years ago.
Okay. There were no issues, I presume.
There were no issues. So we just need a motion to grant them permission.
I'll make that motion to grant them permission to do the upgrades.
I'll second it. All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. All right, correspondence?
I have no
Oh,
correspondence.
my lord.
Goodness gracious.
God, listen, Christ, by the time poor John gets here, we'll be out of here.
Hey!
Yeah. Sweet.
Any public comment about nothing we've said, cause there's nothing going on?
I have a quick comment.
Sure.
This cell tower, they did put a lock on the gate to try to minimize who uses that road.
Where does the, I'm not familiar with where it stands and like what's,
I think it's, the entrance is right next to the border on
So-
Dustin Road.
They can't put a lock on that, that has to stay open.
It's 8,
No, the cell tower people put their own lock on it with a note saying it's for, only verified people that can go up there. And there's a phone number so you can call if you think you need to be up there, and they'll give you the combination and you can go up.
Wow, because if they have a fire up there,
bolt cutters.
yeah, that's right, you just cut the lock off.
yeah,
So
but
eight-
I'd rather you didn't even have to cut the bolt, to be honest.
8 Dustin Road, you go in through the driveway and out behind the house, and there's a trail that goes up, a road that goes up over the hill to, the cell tower.
Okay.
We did spend a night out there a couple of years ago when the power line came down, waiting for Eversource to come.
You guys wanna come on down?
Sure.
I should be home for supper, you
I
wouldn't even know what to
this-
do.
Seriously, this is really crazy.
The cows will be happy tonight, they'll get fed early.
Yeah, right.
Huh?
You feed it?
Right.
Well, they feed me.
Let it rip.
Okay, so, as of our last financial report, which was on 5/21, we've used and $16.33 out of our 26 budget. It still leaves us with 51.24% remaining. Now, if I'm not mistaken, the town got reimbursed for the
Yes,
grant,
yeah,
and
it won't show in your budget.
it will not show my
It will
budget,
not,
so my
so
budget's gonna
just
be,
keep in mind, if people ask you, you would have to point them to the revenue,
okay.
which is in, yeah.
But the 18,000 some odd dollars that's coming out of our fund will go back, that'll go back into
I
it.
can't do that one either.
You're kidding me.
It's they consider it an expense. They don't consider the revenue. I mean, the, source of the money.
Ooh.
But it would be on the revenue side,
Yeah, that's
so.
$33,000 budget. Ooh, okay, I didn't plan on that.
Well, you can always, I mean, if I were you, I would just do your figure with the 33 added back in, and just explain, if anyone asks, that's how it is. And
That's where it went.
I wish I could do it another way, but I was corrected on it,
This is the accountant's
yeah.
decision on
Yeah.
that sort of thing?
Hey, John.
Okay.
Hello.
We had 20 motor vehicle stops, 1 arrest for operating after suspension, and suspension of registrations. The officers handled 62 calls for service for the month. A number of, basically the same calls we have just about every month. Civil matters, department information, received or decimated. Domestic violence petitions, motor vehicle complaints, OHRV complaints, pistol permits, residential burglary alarms, road hazards, sex offender registrations, suspicious persons, suspicious vehicles, subpoena services, vacant house checks, welfare checks, sudden deaths, we had a few of those. Assist to citizens, assist to fire and EMS.
Thank you.
Assist, you're welcome. Assist other agencies. Disturbances reported, animal complaints, theft, bad checks, and operating without, another arrest for operating without a license, motorcycle license. It was actually busy, the month was busy, a lot of unusual calls that we normally don't handle. So we put extra time in at night for the last couple of weeks. Because we're shorthanded, so we just, it's then we come out at night and do some extra stuff. And now we're looking into something else that we just, I just found out, and I talked to you about it earlier. For construction equipment and everything being moved, so we'll be going out at night looking for that. But other than that, we're still here, just shorthanded. The new guy Levi should be on the road on his own this weekend, so that'll be good. He's new to us, but he's got plenty of experience, so we ain't gonna have any problems with that. So hopefully that'll work out real good for us. That'll give us an extra guy on, especially on weekend nights. That's what I'm looking for. And we're still looking for a full-timer.
Any leads?
I haven't got a lead for a full-timer, but I got a lead for a part-timer that, he's a captain at the Merrimack County Jail, and he wants to come to work. So he's willing to put in 3 days a week if we can use him. But we gotta send him to school. And the first school doesn't start until September, so he's gonna have to wait till then before we can ship him off to school to get him up to speed.
What is he lacking as a captain of security, which you guys all probably know that better than me?
He does all their hiring at the jail right now. He's in charge of all the hiring, so I'm hoping he's gonna be able to push people our way.
Right.
That's what I'm hoping. And he's got a lot of contacts, cause they hire constantly, and they're always short-handed. So he's willing to step up and help us with that. Hopefully he can get some contacts where we can hire somebody.
Good.
What does the school entail? Is it, how long is it? And
It's 10 weeks, but it's 2 nights and on weekends.
okay.
And he says, that's okay, I can do that. He said, I won't interfere with his job, and he says, and he's got so much vacation time and everything, if he has to take days off, he can, that's not a problem.
And behind this, just wants to kind of have a little bit of a career change, or is there?
Well, he's,
I always ask that question, because when you hire anybody, longevity-wise, you're like, what are you thinking, why, you know,
he's still young, but he's got over 20 years in at the jail.
okay,
So he could be coming up on retirement for them.
gotcha.
He's only in his mid-40s,
Mhm.
if that. So he could pull his retirement and still work.
Perfect. I
And
think,
he's, law enforcement's in his family. He's
oh,
got
okay,
father-in-law and a few other relatives. One is John knows very well, is a lifelong Concord officer and retired just about the same time John did. And he's the one that he approached his father-in-law and said, come see me, so hopefully that'll work out.
Question on, just up the road here, have they made an arrest on that yet?
On which one?
Well, that's a good question too. One right here by the dam. The domestic.
Oh, no, we got warrants for him, we're waiting,
Oh.
just trying to find him. Warrants are out.
Very
We're just waiting to
concerned,
find him.
very
Okay,
concerned.
now which one, I know what you're talking about.
Yeah.
Warrants are out, felony warrants, but he's homeless, so
They haven't found him yet.
haven't found him yet. And he's not far. We think he was living down in the flood control areas.
Which
So
is
we've
also
been-
very concerning.
We've been going down through there a lot, the last few days, looking for him.
Very violent individual.
And he's local, he's not going anywhere.
Yeah.
He's from Salisbury originally, and he's still within the Salisbury, Warner, Webster area.
Yeah, it'd be nice when somebody puts the muckle on him.
Be nice if we could find him.
Yeah.
Still in the same vehicle?
Yep.
John, you had a question, I think we were talking about, updating policies and procedures, so where are you at with that?
Most of our policies and procedures are all updated. We have had new ones added. Anybody can, we can let you look at them, see them, whatever you want.
Fire department.
And, yeah, okay, yep, well, I think we were talking, yeah, we haven't, well,
Yep.
I was starting with that, yeah, so,
Yeah,
yeah,
thank you.
yeah, okay, great.
Yeah, we can get all that stuff for you.
Well, we asked for it months ago, we haven't seen it. Yeah, we did, we asked for it.
Okay,
Yeah,
Joe.
no, I'm not trying to argue with you, I'm just
saying.
saying we asked for it months ago,
Okay.
we haven't seen it. That's why we're asking again.
Okay. And Dana called this morning.
I'm familiar with the process. We'd like to see the policies, please.
Good,
Good.
awesome, and so, yeah, so, and did you have another incident besides one he was talking about? You said?
Actually, the state police covered it, and we're just
Okay.
kind of picking up on the tail end of it, because it was late hours, and she didn't report it for a while after it happened. But it was
Oh, okay.
a vicious assault with a weapon.
Who stays in contact with them?
We do.
You do, okay, and they're communicating well with you,
Yeah, Troop D is real good. We've
Okay.
we've had good luck with them.
good. But we also probably keep our eyes open a little bit. There's plenty of places around here to
The odd
kinda
thing
hang
is
out, isn't there?
The female was from out of state, so I don't know if there was contact there, and she came from a long ways away.
Interesting. And when she called, or who called 911? Who made the,
She went to Franklin Hospital, and Franklin Hospital called.
I gotcha, okay, alright. So she made herself look that way. Okay. Anything else?
Nothing.
Okay, awesome. All right, you're on the, you
Thank you.
start with whichever one you want.
Okay, we'll start with the highway. The first question I need help with, Amherst Drive is a paper road,
Correct.
correct? But there is a culvert that's up in there, 150 feet, that's rotted out, and the beavers are in there, and it's on town property. It's flooding the whole neighborhood up behind there. I did go down the other Friday, week ago, and because the gentleman that lives there has been keeping it cleaned out, but he couldn't get it anymore, and I got the water to go down through it and found that the pipe is junk. And then he called back this afternoon and said that it was plugged back up and the beavers were up there. Could I just remove that culvert? The road, there's another road, if you go up Manchester Drive a little bit more, that will take you out around the same place. It's where you had your landing when you logged for the precinct or for
Yeah,
the town
yeah,
down
yeah,
there,
yeah.
just to put things together.
Yeah,
So it is causing quite a havoc there.
I don't see why, if you feel that it needs to be removed, then,
Well, it's
Right.
junk and,
Yeah.
and it's clogged up and
Yeah.
it's caved in and.
and then you won't put anything back, cause they don't need that access.
Correct.
Yeah, okay.
You can go around the other way if you needed to get up there,
Yeah.
and I know a lot of four-wheelers use that for hunting and whatever they do up there, on the land,
Yep,
but,
yeah, I don't have a problem with them, no, I mean, we would look for your guidance anyway, so yeah, if
well,
it's-
no, I just concerned about the water backing up, getting into the neighbors and then into wells and
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
and
Sure.
that whole corner going up Manchester Drive.
Well, definitely when we get rain, it's never nice little gentle sprinkles.
Right,
And
right.
things do back up quickly, so
But it
yeah,
is
you wanna
on-
keep things cleaned out
It
for
is
sure.
on town property,
Perfect.
the road, so,
Yes,
we've ditched Roby Road from one end to the other the last couple of weeks. The corner by Bob Mock's old farm, there was no sight distance there. I've worked with the landowners there. And, we've got that, so when you come around the corner now, you can see somebody else coming and got it a little bit wider.
are you gonna do any more construction of rock? It's interesting to think, which, granted, I get it, you can visualize better, and I guess we all didn't realize how much of a drop that was there.
Oh, no, tomorrow we've taken.
But I was gonna say,
No,
'cause
I
it-
met with, Joe Eaton and
Yeah,
his wife.
yeah.
And he didn't really know how his wife was good, she don't like changes, but she loves what we've done.
Okay.
And I just met with them, and I met with Stacy across the street.
Mm-hmm.
There's that ledge that sticks out into the road that makes it one thing. We're gonna take the rock pounder down there and break that and square that off.
Okay.
And then we move the other excavator to the pit to load in that big erosion rock.
Yep.
And he's gonna let us slope that back more so it doesn't look like
Yeah,
it's so bad.
it's so weird that when you take out something that has been there, and I've driven that, around that corner 100 million times.
Yeah.
And then we came upon it the other day and we're like, oh, wow, you might wanna be paying attention.
Well, there's tires,
Cause I could end up right there if I look that way.
there's tires in underneath the road
Yeah.
and 55-gallon drums.
No,
and
really?
so we're gonna, tomorrow,
Yeah.
probably another day and a half, then that whole road will be, I mean, that will be good. We won't even have to ditch that for another 5 years.
Yeah, oh,
Unless
look,
we-
I
yeah.
can see that, it looked good,
Yeah, no, I think it turned out great. So, we're gonna take the edge off in that, and, the Yettons, very nice folks to work with, and then the young lady across the street in Bob's old house, Stacy Richardson, I'm pretty nice people to work with. Okay, on Deer Meadow Road on the 22nd, just before the Corliss Farm on the left, I got a call and I went down and picked up a huge couch. That was on a Friday, it must have got dropped off there like on a Thursday night. And then the following Thursday, another lady called that picks dump down through there and she had tires. So I went down Friday and picked up the tires and took them to the dump. So somebody's leaving us presents. It's in between the two houses, nobody can see them. So we've had a lot of that. Picked up a couple of dead deer for the police. Of course, May 30th, the rain that we had a bunch of trees down in different places.
yeah,
So,
that was quite a little event that we
Yeah.
just had,
and
yeah.
I got one out by your driveway coming out onto Pond Hill. The Buckleys needed to get to the airport, but
Oh.
they didn't make it because they couldn't get out. So
Oh.
Jerry called and I ran right out, but
They could've come through the yard,
I don't know.
yeah, okay.
No,
I didn't know.
no, the tree was on between them
Oh,
and
okay.
you.
Oh,
And I
okay.
hooked onto it with a chain and I pulled it down into where you come out and make
Yeah,
a
yeah,
wide
yeah.
turn.
Yeah,
So, that was the other day. The everyday grading and coal patching. Last Friday, we went out and did some speed limit signs. We got the speed limit signs on Lake Road on either end to 30 mile an hour. And then on Roby Road was 30 miles an hour, they're up. And Allen Road was posted at 25. And then on Detour, where you come on to Pleasant, we took the stop sign from where it was and put it where they come out of Walker Pond. And then the detour sign where you come off and, the detour, the yield sign where we come off and detour onto Pleasant. It was all what the road committee had sent to you folks, and it was okay. As far as I know, did them minutes ever get amended?
I talked to the board about it, and we did not amend them. Because, and I'll talk to you more about it later.
Okay, thank you.
Rather, yeah.
Okay, so, the stop signs at Dingett's Corner, that's still a go, that was on the docket. I haven't done that yet. I wanted to just make sure before I went ahead and did that, that everybody was still on the same page and
Yep, those two stop signs coming out.
That's been on the docket for a while.
okay, but I
Yeah.
just,
Yeah.
if it's in the minutes and on the meeting,
It is.
and then if something goes wrong,
I was gonna say, that was
We're
kind
good.
of
you know where I'm
a year
at.
ago.
Huh?
It's been on the
That
minutes
was,
a long time.
We have.
A year ago, for last winter.
Correct, okay, so, I'll work with the police before I take them down, so they know what's going on there. Is that cool?
Yep.
John had a question.
I have a question.
Can I get your name for the minutes?
Louis Ganji. You said there's a speed limit sign on Roby Road?
Yep.
Where is that?
Well, if you come out to the end of your driveway,
Yeah?
and there's a tree just before the culvert, headed, looking out towards out towards Battle Street,
Yeah?
it's right there.
When did that go up?
Friday noon, Friday
Just last Friday.
Friday at 10 o'clock, I would say we were there. And at Georgie Neville's on the other side, there's one at the Warner Town line. I went by it 10 times this morning, hauling
I
ditches.
go by it every day, I never saw it.
Yeah,
I've never seen it. But one of the reasons why I came, because I had asked the
yeah,
police chief quite a few months ago because of the speeding going on that road constantly,
On Roby Road?
on Roby Road. You would think it was a racetrack.
yeah.
And we know where they're coming from.
I do too. I don't know what you can do about it.
Well, we've ticketed a few of them already.
So the other day when them two black cars came down through there, when they came down by Richard George's, when they came off the dirt onto the blacktop, if they weren't going 65, they weren't going at all. So I know what you're talking
Oh,
about.
it's ridiculous.
So when you go home, when you turn in,
Is it both ways or just one way?
it's one way, headed up the street.
Right by Cloverdale's. When you come down on the dip, I call it the
Yeah,
dip.
there'll be a
So it's
sign.
before mine?
Right.
Driveway.
Yeah.
It's between your driveway and Battle Street.
Really fast, I did.
There's a tree there that we hang the six
Yeah, yeah,
the
yeah.
6-ton posted
Yeah,
sign
yeah.
on in the spring.
Yeah.
It's right there.
Whatever it is.
You said it went on just Friday?
Last Friday.
Okay.
Now you're gonna go home and you're gonna go,
I'm
you're gonna go,
Boy, oh boy.
oh, there it is.
Can I
You
ask
know
another
that.
question at the same kind of, dealing with not just Roby Road? I notice there's a lot of trucks coming and going with fill from it. What happens to that fill?
I took a lot of that fill. Some of it went, Clough and Sandin. Some went down behind Mike Jones's. A lot of the nasty stuff went to the stump dump, and I put some in my pile. Why, you need some?
No, I'm just wondering what happens to it. I mean, does it?
Well, you have to be
Is
careful
it,
with what
is
you...
it for sale, or is it sold, or is it?
No, it's dumped over a bank. We take all the rocks, we separate all the rocks out of it that goes back to the pit to be crushed. I used to haul it all back to our town pit, and then, the prior couple boards back didn't want any more dumped there because it was getting close to the property line, so, Jimmy Foote took quite a bit of it. The next neighbor up took a few loads. Bob Clifford took a few loads. If you want some, the only thing is, if you end up with knotweed, or people think they're getting good stuff, but when you end up with a stump and a rock and all that stuff, it's just not all, it's not all good dirt.
Yeah. Okay.
So if you want, I mean, if we're working in the area and the neighbor wants some, it's close, it's easy, and we get more done in a day.
Thank you.
So Chief, speaking of speed, how are we doing on our speed sign?
They're putting them up now.
No, the speed sign, the electronic speed sign.
Electronic speed sign, we've contacted Warner and Bosco, and they don't want nothing to do with the sign. We can't find anybody to repair it, because it's so old.
So should we talk about allocating some money for another sign?
We can.
Can you check into that, look into that?
The prices are astronomical for them, right? Oof.
The speed problem is a problem. It continues to be so.
I know, I just, it's kinda hard to justify $20,000 for a sign, that's the only high.
Maybe there's a grant or something out there. We don't-
Well, that's what we keep looking for,
Yeah.
but they don't have many grants for those signs like that.
No, the littler ones, besides the ones that you can take around, what is it, what do those cost?
$3,500 a piece.
Well-
That one on the bridge, $3,500.
On the bridge on, yeah.
Yeah.
Well, what
And the
about,
problem with those is they're stationary, it's not like you can pick them up and move them, where, like John's talking about, is the one that's, we can move it anywhere we want, which is nice, cause you put it on White Plains Road one day, and you put it on Battle Street the next, or you-
Yeah.
well, I personally, and I think maybe you do or you don't agree, man, I'm not gonna follow the lead of Bosco and or Warner on anything with speed enforcement, because they've got just as big a problem, if not a bigger one than we do.
Yeah, I wouldn't wanna get back in that mix again where.
No,
we
I
have three
think
towns
sharing
involved.
stuff, you know,
That's-
you share in a grader or something, and them can speak to that better than me, I'm not even sure that works, so.
I mean, that worked out great for us, cause we had it 99% of the
Yeah.
time, they didn't wanna use it.
Well,
They
that's
used it-
obvious, yeah.
The first year they used it,
Yeah.
and after that, they didn't use it.
Well, there's not a, I'll say it publicly, I'm very disappointed in both ends of that, so. I drive down through there and people are coming at you and going by you 60, 70 miles an hour, so it's.
Oh, it's unreal, I mean, when you're out there working, it's,
Well, it's scary
they,
at times,
they
yeah,
don't,
absolutely.
they don't, you
No, they
couldn't.
phoned.
Emma, I'm on board with you.
Oh, I know you are,
So,
John, and that's.
Steve, with the patrolling that we do have, like Phil's the one that's on most days, right?
He's on most
Yeah,
days,
so
yeah.
what is his, I mean, way I kinda look at it, yes, the signs are good, but it's a little bit more shocking to me when I see a
So
car
let me be supportive for a minute. Phil stopped the car this morning, 59 miles an hour past my house. He was out there this morning, just so you know.
Good.
65 going down by
I
the
was-
school, and the only reason he caught him is because the guy got behind the school bus and couldn't get by him.
Right, okay.
Other than that, he would've ran.
I'm sorry, I didn't mean-
That's okay. I just wanna get my thought out
Sorry, I'll let
on
it
the
go.
whole thing, because I know you all have background, not me. I'm hopefully not the one speeding, but, with that being said, I do think, yes, the signs, they kinda work in my mind.
For us, but nobody else.
I feel like
Younger drivers are different.
present of the car. It's funny, in Florida, they just park one there with nobody in it, but I know we don't do that around here. But that does, even as I was going down the road, I'm like, oh, there's a cop car up ahead. And then you look and there's nobody in it. So I thought that was kind of not a bad idea, really cheaper way of making people think twice about how fast they're going. I feel like we are dealing with these people speeding that we're talking about, or whoever they may be. I think a sign helps, to remind us folks when we're going along, to say, oh, shoots, I'm going a little faster than I should be. Those people, they're just going for it. So I feel like anytime, I just didn't know what our schedule was with, monitoring our roads on a daily, just out and about, here and there, where you kinda hear things are happening. That's the way I look at it.
I average between 100 and 115 miles a day in Webster,
Yep,
just patrolling. I've been sitting down by Mr. Ganji's place. He's got his road sign out there right
Yeah.
on the dip.
yep,
Oh my God, it's like a fishing hole.
yeah,
As they come down over that hill, they never expect to see you there.
Right.
And he's let me park there. I did it last year too. We wrote a number of tickets.
well, cause then
for
it
that.
also reminds people, even though like the sign is good, but it reminds people like, oh crap, I better pay attention when I'm going down that hill. And I personally think that, and that's why I knew it's you, and then I didn't know if Phil was being able to get out a little bit more than being in the office as much, getting out a little bit more patrolling,
Unless he's got
situations.
paperwork, he's on the road.
Okay,
Which is
And a lot of times, first thing in the morning, he signs on at 6 o'clock every morning, and for 2 hours, he's everywhere in the morning before 8 o'clock.
I've had a couple of very good conversations with Phil over the past couple of weeks, and he's very attentive to what he can and what he can't do, and he's trying to do what he can do.
Yeah.
But I think he's making an effort. I am with Milo. If we can't do something with that electronic speed sign, well, let's allocate that money if we've got more money to gain more patrols out there.
And then another thing I've seen it kind of neat is every now and then when Sally's on and the chief is on and stuff, and there's a cruiser on one end of town, nobody expects to see the one on the other end of town because they think it's going, and that's been working. I mean, for people, because they see the car, well, there's one, and they're gone, and then
Yep.
they go around the corner and it's, oh, shoot.
Sully sat up on the hill last week. Well, he sat up there 2 or 3 nights, and he could definitely tell the difference. While he was there, obviously, but after he left, you could tell the difference, because they're all flicking their lights, that's the big thing. Flick the lights and slow that doesn't get the point across, and quite frankly, when that car's coming at the flicker of the lights, 70, 80 miles an hour on the wrong side of the road, maybe they'll figure out why the police are out doing their jobs. You know what I'm
That's
saying?
why sit for half an hour, move someplace
Yep.
else, because if you sit any longer than that, everybody's
But
tapping
he was
their
doing
lights.
it,
Everybody
and
knows.
we appreciate it.
So you gotta keep moving.
And then, but Milo's right, I mean,
Yep.
more visibility and.
I'll see what I can find for prices on road, on another trailer.
Well,
And
yeah, I mean, it's not, in my mind, it's not that, just let me finish.
Yeah, go ahead.
No, in my mind, it's not it's not over the dam on, let's see what we can do about that, maybe even a second hand one, I don't know how you feel about that, but I'd be very supportive, but I also think too, giving you the support with the money for time, I know you got your grant, get this new fellow on the road from Newbury, I know he's a pretty good young police officer, and get some, but
visibility in my mind is what's gonna slow people down,
Yeah.
personally.
I'm just,
visibility.
Cause the
is what-
sign won't write out the
Yep.
ticket.
and I realize I'm that board member that's a pain, and I'm sorry to be that way, but I am. And I'll say it publicly too, I'm sick of seeing the speed and the reckless operation in this community. And there's gonna be a serious event, whether you get hit doing a road job, and that, we don't wanna see that,
I know
obviously.
someday when we're down working on Deer Meadow Road, I'm gonna have them guys sit in front of my truck so when they go flying by.
And I'm not saying that because I don't wanna see anybody get injured.
Oh, I don't.
No, and I mean, I saw it,
If we don't have to see an ambulance back in town for 10 years, it wouldn't hurt my
but this
feelings.
gentleman, he makes a good point, and
Go ahead.
Out of all the stops, what's the percentage of tickets you give?
Probably about 1 out of every 5 to 7 stops.
Why can't you? I know there are places that I go, not daily, but weekly, and every time I go, no matter what time it is, they've got a car pulled over.
You gotta look at, so we look at a few things. The speed. So we start stopping cars at 13 over. If they're doing 13 over, they've got a clean record, no speed tickets, no nothing. I don't write them a ticket. But also, and especially we have all new tablets coming for our cruises, so ours shows anytime that car has been stopped that is associated with Merrimack County Dispatch. And there's 18 towns that are involved with that. So if that car's been stopped, if you've been stopped by Bosquen, we know, we see the date, we see the time, we see what the call was for, whether you got a ticket or a warning, what the violation was. So if you get stopped twice in Boston for speed, and we've never stopped you before, you're probably gonna get a ticket, because you've already been warned twice.
I mean, I know, you probably know, and probably every driver knows, certain towns have a reputation of stopping people. I don't think Webster has that, or giving tickets, whatever. I don't think Webster has that.
We write less tickets, because most of the stops we get are not for high speeds, but if we get 15 and over, they get a ticket. But we're stopping them at 13, 14 over, and they know that, hey, we're out there, you're gonna get stopped. If you're going any faster, you're gonna get the ticket, or if you get stopped a second or third time, you're gonna get a ticket. You stop them at just a little bit over, it's gonna slow them down. And then you get the one that doesn't care and they're doing 20 over. And we've got a lot of those, 20, 25 over, right out here on Battle Street, on almost every street in town. And
And that's one reason we adjusted some of the speeds too. It makes it a little bit, you know, you're warning them that it's changed, and then, you know, it might be, you know, instead of 30, they might be doing 40, and it could mean a ticket if they're not paying attention.
I think on this bridge project, we talked to the town, and I don't know if you were here, no, you weren't last meeting, maybe you weren't. We asked Dana to reach out to the state again. I think we need to take a real good look, and once they start putting this bridge in, they're gonna do the four-way stop.
The one up here?
Yeah, and I don't know how you feel about it, it'd probably be better discussion, not necessarily tonight, but down the road. I'd like to see it 35 now, do all the new homes and everything, right down through here until you get, you know, all these new homes have been put in.
I
Kids
would
and
have
people-
no problem with that. I think it'd be a great idea, but state road, you gotta convince the
Right,
state
and
to change it.
your support would be greatly
Oh,
appreciated in that.
Absolutely, there's not a problem
And
there
this
at all.
bridge, you know, I'd like to see a nice crosswalk over here. We talked about that last meeting, you weren't here, and I haven't had a chance to catch up. We did kinda talk to you about that, but
There should be a crosswalk there anyway, because if there's something going on at the school and they have to cross the street,
yeah.
they need a crosswalk.
Or voting.
And just a
Yeah.
flashing yellow light would be a
Yep,
good
yep.
thing. And you can do a
I mean,
solar flashing yellow light that just runs all the time.
I think maybe if Dan can get hold of them, or Russ, or whatever
Yeah.
they're trying to do,
Yeah.
have them come back in and have a very good, good discussion with them about what can you do to help us here, you know?
Well, what's gonna help when they do the intersection on Long Street?
Yeah,
That's gonna be a big
Oh, yeah.
help right up there,
Yeah.
especially in your neck of the woods, right
Yep.
there at the intersection, because it'll be a three-way stop, which is a
no, I
good
agree,
thing.
I agree.
Go ahead, Dean.
On the crosswalk situation,
Yeah.
my son's an engineer for the state,
Yeah.
so I posed him the question.
That's right, I forgot about
He
that.
deals with traffic, which is lights, but he said if a town has no other work on, don't even ask about crosswalks. We have the bridge.
Yep.
Number one, we're qualified. New Hampshire, DOT.gov, and you can get all the regulations on crosswalks. His issue was, there's a good chance if there is not a, like, concrete or real crosswalk on each side, sidewalk, to have them put, that's one of the stipulations. So like to get out of the school, but there's nothing on either side.
Yeah, no
they're-
crosswalks.
They're gonna say no crosswalk. But again, that's him
No,
not looking at the
you're 100%
regulation,
correct.
just,
Yeah.
I asked him specifically because of your question. And it probably would be signs with flashing lights. Prior,
Yeah.
crosswalk with a flashing light, whether it's an activate button or not, don't know. But like he said, look at that regulation on DOT, and again, you'll find out what they give you for answers. But I just asked him,
No, I appreciate it, I know you said that, I appreciate that, but I mean, I think we could, if we were working with them, we could do something with the curbing out here. It doesn't need to be, you know what I'm saying, you're right, you're 100%, you have to have
maybe
curbing or something.
parameters to have to walk a little bit one way or the other
Yep.
to the bridge.
Point made, yeah.
So,
Point made. But you know, it's just, while we're in this endeavor, let's have this discussion.
Yeah, if they're putting a bridge in, they put a crosswalk on the bridge,
Yep.
it'd be nice to run it all the way down to town hall
yeah,
and just beyond, and then a short one in front of the school for the length of the field, coming up, because the kids are always walking back and forth.
Yeah,
And parents are there, how often are they there for their
in the
kids
rain
ball
on
game?
Saturday, the place was packed.
Yeah, there was a zoo over there on Saturday.
Yep.
Unreal.
Yep. So, yeah, thanks.
Anybody else?
I think we're good.
Do you wanna talk about the fire department?
Fire department, yeah, I was just, yeah, we were on.
No, I think we're good.
I was
Yeah.
good with the highway.
I think
'cause
so. Any
We were
other
on the
questions
highway
about
and
that?
then we went back to, which was fine,
Yeah,
to,
yeah. John got us
Okay.
out of order.
What do you mean?
No, I'm only
yeah,
kidding.
but when it's on
you
your
know
mind,
that.
John, and you're thinking about it, it's the time to talk about it.
Absolutely.
You know,
It's all-
I forgot about that too, so.
Yeah.
Which is
Okay.
good. So it would be nice to have some
So,
flashies.
on the fire side, big thanks to Abby Blanchett and her two daughters. They put the flags on the firefighter flags out in the three cemeteries. Marge, her mom, and Abby did it for years, and now Marge, Abby's taken that over, and I call her, text her, and her and the two girls go and take care of that, so, that's well appreciated, that they get out in the right spots. I do have to order 2 more boxes.
Excuse me.
When I see Wendy, I'll order 2 more boxes, so next year, we'll have them.
Are these American flags?
No, the firefighter flags,
Firefighter.
but
Talk
Wendy
about-
knows, Wendy orders them for me, she has in the past.
Okay.
So, a big thanks to Abby and the young lady.
And I think that's good to note, there's there's a few people in this town that really do step it up.
Yes.
On different things, and
Yes.
so thank you for bringing that to
Yeah.
his attention.
No, Marge did it for years, and so I'm blessed that Abby can help us with that, because she knows where they go. And there's a lot of them, it's 100 and,
Oh, wow.
well, yeah, there's 120 to a box, and she usually uses I think she said she uses a box and a half, so there's quite a few.
Wow.
So anyways, we did a bunch of stuff at the firehouse every 5 years, the MSA bottles, there's 30 of them. They have to get hydro tested, it's $65 a bottle, so that was quite a wrap. And then the big air bottles that we fill the little bottles with, they're 5-year hydro testing. 6 of them were over $1,000 to get hydro tested. I gave all the bills to Dana today. The compressor in the filling station, to fill them bottles was all serviced. There was a valve that was bad on the compressor, so that was changed. And while the folks were there, they're the same people that test the tools that we use to cut the cars open with. It was a lot of, it was what, $1,200, but the pressures are all good. So you get to a place and you don't have the right pressure, so that was all tested and all approved. So
That's great.
that was a lot of money, but it's all stuff that had to be done. That was an all-day deal at the fire station there a couple of weeks ago. This month's training's gonna be extrication. We'll be working, Salisbury will come down and train with us. That will be 2 nights of training this month with extrication in the tools. And Benny France from over to Warner will bring us over some cars to work with. So you'll see some clunkers out back for a little while. So that's what that's all about. We're at 108 calls for service for the year. A lot of medical calls, 2 mutual aid calls to Salisbury. We went up there the other night at midnight, there was a fully involved camper and a fully involved motorhome and 2 pickups. And then the last call we went to was a grass fire with a garage exposure, and we did get canceled en route. Concord had a 4.5 acre brush fire there a couple of weeks ago that we worked that with them on. Sully came down and he worked the traffic on the Webster end. He stayed right there, and so I called him at the end of the night and told him that we could all go home, and did a great job. He, on all that. Yeah, a few wire down calls. Tree through a camper. Let me see, incident. Go slow in here. I think I covered Whittemore, Salisbury, service call. Yeah, so, 50 Manchester Drive, brush fire. Yeah, just the everyday stuff. Picked up a couple of deer, like I said, for, rid of, beside the road for the police.
Right?
Wednesday night's training, a lot of people have been there Wednesday nights for fire permits. We've done a raft of fire permits. It's that time of year, so if you need a fire permit, Wednesday nights at 7 o'clock, can take care of you. And any questions?
I think we just talked about, you're gonna be working on getting the policy.
I will.
Yeah.
I'll
So
have them, I'll have them.
What'd be nice is have your, if you don't mind, have your captain, how many captains you get, 2?
3.
3. It'd be nice to have them on board with you too, the policies, so we can have a good conversation. Okay?
Yeah, we put them all together. They
Yeah.
worked us to put them
So
together.
they can work with you and explain them and go through.
Yeah.
So,
Oh, so you wanna set something up?
if you could bring them to a meeting, and, you know, the next chiefs, directors meeting, or whatever we wanna call it.
Heads, yeah.
Yeah, have the captains here with you, and we can look at the policies and go over those, and
Okay,
any issues we can talk about, not that there are issues, but,
yeah,
you know,
sure.
collaboratively discussion.
We can make that happen.
I mean, yeah, it'd be nice to have them here, we haven't seen them nearly 12 months, so, you know what I'm saying? Nice to
Well,
check
Emery's
in.
doing a 48 in the
Yeah,
city.
yeah.
Jake's got 2
No,
kids.
I understand, it's very difficult, I totally
It's
get
only,
it.
it's only 2.
And it's
only 2.
volunteer.
But hey, once a year, it's nice.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, and I think what John's saying is it would be nice, cause then, as we go over the policy stuff that.
Because we
they're-
built them together.
Yes,
not
yes,
my
just-
point.
it would be
Yeah.
nice to have
Yeah.
them.
Not
Jake
putting
was
you in the hot
involved,
seat, but
Cam.
nobody's in the hot seat, we just have
Yeah.
a discussion about it.
Yeah.
Emma and I don't know, I was gonna tell John about it, are going on June 18th, which is a Thursday, to work with Warner and Hopkinton on the ambulance.
I was gonna ask that question.
There
Good.
you go.
Yay!
So,
That's
I
the one
don't
you
have
want me
a,
along on board.
you know, if you're
Yeah,
available.
yeah.
Yeah.
I don't have a time yet. But
You
when
said
I
that was
do-
June 18th?
June 18th,
Perfect,
yeah.
awesome.
I don't know if I can make it or not. It's my sister's birthday.
Oh, really?
Well, get her a cake and she'll be
What day of the
fine.
week is it?
Thursday.
Yeah, great. Yeah.
So,
No, I think it's important, you know, I don't wanna go into that, and I know you two don't, but I don't wanna go into that in battling. I wanna go in collaboratively, cooperatively, you know.
I think that,
yeah.
I
They want-
agree.
They want you
And
to come in that way too.
I just hope
I think it's
that,
a-
Yeah,
we can work collaboratively on the important items that need to be in the contract.
yeah.
And,
I mean, I had a very
I'm
good
not
discussion.
convinced that we're all in the same.
Yeah, I think it's great. No, I had a very good discussion with I was like getting a coffee and bumped into the Emmett of Hopkinton. and one of his workers, and I forget his name. What's the fellow's name that runs the highway department?
The highway,
Yeah.
Dan.
Dan.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. No, a great con, sat and had a coffee with him, and a great conversation, and he said the same thing. He said, we just, you know, I'm gonna say publicly, Hopkinton and Webster, and possibly Warner, you know, I think we've got a greater connection with Hopkinton due to the dump and the fire department, the ambulance and everything else. But he said, we just wanna, and you know, the two towns can't get along can't get along without each other. I hate to say it, but they can't. So, I mean, I tend to agree with him on that. That was his words, but I tend to agree with him on it, so, you know.
I think we mean more to them than we realize,
Yeah, I think we do.
so.
In a good
that's-
way, and I don't
yeah.
mean that,
No,
you
no,
know.
no, but, it's, hey, volume is
And-
where it's
and-
at, and if you, and I think my other thing with it is, my biggest thing is, make sure that the billing is done correctly,
Right.
because nowadays, I even remember way back in the day, you never thought you got charged for an ambulance ride, but you do now. And there's insurance, and so we just gotta make sure that everything's getting billed correctly
Right,
too,
right.
which makes them money,
Effectively and correctly.
you know,
yeah.
and helps out being able to help take care of our town, which, until you need it, you don't realize how important it is.
And we were, you know, we were talking about the dump too, and I mean, you know, I'll be honest with you, yeah, it would be nice to think about, could Webster do something cheaper? I don't think he can, and, you know.
So, and the reason you can't is it's no different than the Merrimack Valley School District, you're married to them.
Right.
Yeah. Well, and we have the liabilities, it's our,
Yeah.
maybe if we didn't have a $4 million liability hanging out there, that we're gonna have to pay 25%
Right,
of,
right.
right? It's like
But you know what
getting
I'm trying to
divorced
say.
before.
That,
and not-
that an engineer engineered and put into place and it was all okay at the time.
Yeah. And quite
Right,
frankly,
which is really annoying.
quite frankly,
Yes,
I enjoy
agreed.
working with their board. I enjoy the people on their board. This fellow I talked to, he was, you know, we had a great conversation.
I think it would be good to understand how they calculate the bill, and it's quite confusing.
Oh, on the ambulance,
Yeah,
absolutely,
yeah.
absolutely,
Walk
and that's
us-
why
walk us
it's,
through it.
You know?
and that's why it's important to know how the whole billing aspect works, because if you're just taking a percentage, and I'm no rocket science with budget, but if you're just taking a percentage, but yet you know what this costs and this costs and this costs, and this is what they're gonna get
Yep.
paid, it needs to be
It's-
associated with what we get charged.
I think it's probably not really terribly confusing, but some ambulance calls, the insurance would cover, or part of it.
Then
Some
there's
don't,
others that,
others that do not.
poor guy doesn't have or the
Yeah,
people that.
no.
But that's fine, but if you just take an average,
Yeah.
that doesn't
Yeah.
really
Right.
correlate with me
And
very
of course,
well.
equating well to what Warner has to pay, they have, and I don't mean to pound the nursing, but they have.
Well, they do, they have a
and
whole different
I would-
set of fun.
I would urge you to, if the three of us were over there, to manage that much differently. I mean, that nursing home should be paying something.
Absolutely, and they all, if they're,
Yeah, but Pennycook does the same thing for
I
the
know.
nursing home, them poor sons of guns, they Franklin and Concord Ambulance 5 and them, I mean, it's 3 and 4 and 5 times a day.
but if you're in a facility like that, most likely you have some kind of insurance.
Yeah, you'd hope,
So
yeah.
that's
yeah.
where, and sometimes, in a weird way, that helps pay
Oh, it
for all
does.
that fancy
They
things that
would,
we wanna have at our, is because it is utilized more, and there's volume, just like in any business transaction, volume, as long as you get your cost under control, makes you more
makes you
money.
money.
Well, we've
So-
been very lucky for a number of years, and then reality hit. And
Yeah, and I think
I'm
they've
not
stood
being, I'm
by
not
it.
being negative about the years we were lucky, but reality's hit, and the ambulance laws have changed, and everything else is.
Yeah, and people don't work for $14 an hour anymore.
No, that changed.
You know,
Or volunteer the time 24/7.
yeah, no, it's, and even, and I know that we're all whatevers, but even what we end up paying them, in my eyes, it's still a good deal. Cause you can't cover your ambulance for the cost of one person.
Again, volume is where
Yeah.
it's kind of at, and not that we wanna talk about somebody getting hurt in volume, but that's what happens. Great, well, thank you very much, anything else?
No, good.
Okay, awesome, thanks, guys. Yes,
Now,
Steve?
just Dan Blanchett, you talked to,
Yes.
born and raised in Webster.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Well, I thought he made some good
Matthew
points.
Blanchett's son.
Yeah.
Okay.
So,
Abby's
Abby's, yeah,
brother, I was
Wayne
gonna say.
Abby's,
Yeah, okay,
Cummings,
yeah.
they all do a
No,
lot for
I
the town, they
understand.
really do.
It was a very good conversation he and I had. He made some very good points.
All right, so,
Are you good with me?
you are,
I'll
you go,
over
go
the
feed
hill.
those cows so they're not moving.
You need me?
No, I just wanted to thank you for everything that you do and helping me all the time, you and Russell, thank you.
Oh, thank you.
Bill's in the mail, no, I'm just kidding.
I'm always scared when someone does that.
I know, you're like, what did I
Know you're gonna
do?
screw up.
Yeah.
As
All
long as he's
right,
pointing his finger, we're all
I
set.
think, any more public comment, or are we good?
I'd like to make one public comment on something. I don't know if you folks had a chance to read it, but there's a young lady, I think it's Mark, oh, I never can remember their last names. Everyone's a relative. It says nostalgia of a small town, my turn, and the young lady is Allison Kimball. I think she's, the Kimball's over on, I call it the Basket Road.
Mutton.
Mine, yep. And she writes a very nice letter in here about Webster, about what she is, who she is. She's a student up in New York, and talks about how nice it is to come back to Webster as a small town and enjoy her time back here. So I just thought, you know, I think when these young people write things like that, it might be nice sometime to have her in and thank her, but, you know, that says a lot in Concomana for Webster. It's a good third of the page that the letter's on. It's a very well-written piece. And I give her a lot of credit for stepping up and doing that. But I just wanted you two and everybody else sitting in the room to know about it. But yeah, her name's Allison Kimball, and she's a lifelong resident of Webster. She's currently a sophomore at Syracuse University, where she's dual majoring in political science and law, society, and policy. So just thought that says a lot of nice things about how nice it is and comfortable to come home from school and sit on the couch and watch Fritz Weatherby and know she's in Webster. Just saying. But that was very nice.
We're very
Very
fortunate,
nice.
when you, especially sometimes when you do this job, you go, oh, and then you go to some other places, you say, oh,
Well,
we're pretty lucky to live here.
I think we're in pretty good shape.
All right, approval of draft minutes from 5/18/26.
I'm good with these if you folks.
Yeah, I looked through them, I didn't see anything that looked off.
So I'll make a motion.
I'll make that motion.
Second up?
To approve
Yeah,
the minutes from 5/18.
second, all in favor?
Aye.
And then we have signing of documents and motions for payment.
Well, and we don't have many documents. These are abatements, and they're all campers, right?
They're all
Good
campus.
old campus.
Yeah.
Normal stuff, big long one for ones that the assessors haven't had a chance to take the values off and are no longer there. AKA nobody's renting them this year.
Yeah.
Paper costs more.
Yeah, it costs more for me to sign
Oh,
it.
God. Do it all as. So, yeah, just
Oh, yeah.
write your name right underneath
that.
it. Somebody,
Is there the wrong?
Mr. Dave's still on there.
Oh, I thought I changed the template. Whoops.
That's all right. We can cross. Ooh, this one you did.
Well, that's the one I made.
Oh. There you are.
Perfect.
Showing up now, my friend.
There,
Stephanie did the other ones.
Yeah.
I can sign Dave's name, I suppose.
But I won't say it was my fault. She stole the template.
That's right. Oopsie. Oh, God, am I wanted to do that.
I would just like to mention Stephanie and Amanda got the bills out this morning.
Yes, the tax bills are coming.
Yeah. And,
Everybody goes,
Is
ooh.
that it?
The first half.
yeah.
Those
We
usually
have
a little
one
less.
non-public session.
First half usually a little less.
Do we have any meetings that we, or anything, non-public?
We do have a non-public.
It'll be quick.
meeting.
Okay.
It's
Yeah.
nice to see a resident in here
What is it
speaking,
under?
so thank you.
It's
Yeah.
under the
No, I mean, other people do.
emergency
It's
preparedness.
nice to see somebody show
Okay.
up.
He just wants people to slow down.
Yeah.
I think you guys be on that same page.
I'm sick and tired of seeing
It's
it.
one of those we don't use very often.
Yeah.
And that's not disrespectful to the place, I'm just sick and tired of seeing people being stupid. You know what I'm saying? I'm putting on.
If you don't see the speed limit sign, let us know.
I'm gonna,
I was.
I'm gonna go home now.
He is, yeah. You're gonna be like, what?
All right.
Thank
meant
They did
just
it
to ride
quietly.
down there to make sure it's still there.
Yeah, you probably pass him.
I only came in and out 4 times today.
But you know, sometimes when you're looking for something, and you're thinking about what you're doing next,
I'm not sure.
or you're watching for that guy speeding and you don't wanna get hit, maybe you're not even looking for the sign.
I'm not sure. Thank you.
Thank you.
See you again, Jake.
Service, we're going to the service at the cemetery.
Oh, okay.
And then they're doing refreshments afterwards at Brendan's house. So that's what I know. But I will rely on Wendy to know more when the time comes,
About Friday,
about Friday's
yeah,
service.
yeah. Well, it's pretty much, yeah.
Be at that service.
Oh, yes, I'm bringing food.
Okay, I'm good with that.
Alright, I'm gonna lock the door, so we're going in now.
I sure will.
Did
You
you
wanna
do the
get the
camera?
camera?
Yeah.
You wanna grab it?
Yeah, no, it's on the girls.
Either my wife or I, if we both can make it, we will, but
No, I appreciate
my
it.
wife,
Teresa?
my wife is more likely to be there just because she's a little bit, she's been.
Yeah.
So I'll.
Don't worry about it.